Welcome to Dermat Vet. Today, your Dermat Vet is in a Corona diagnostic lab. This is the PCR which is used for diagnosing Corona. Today, I am going to talk on a very burning issue. All my pet parents are frightened. Can their pet contract the COVID-19 coronavirus? A very small number of animals have been reported to be infected with the virus that causes COVID-19 after close contact with people who had COVID-19. It's important to remember that viruses can sometimes infect a species but not cause illness in that species nor become transmittable to others. If you want to be very cautious, don't let other people outside of your household handle your pets at this time. The exception being if your pet needs veterinary care. Social distancing applies to the whole household, not just the human members. Dear friends, this is Millie. Now let us talk about dogs. In early 2020, the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, National Veterinary Services Laboratories, NVCL, announced the first confirmatory case in a dog in the US, a German Shepherd from New York State. Samples from German Shepherd were taken after it showed signs of respiratory illness. The dog is expected to make a full recovery. One of the dog owners tested positive for corona and another showed symptoms consistent with the virus prior to the dog showing signs. A second dog in the household has shown no signs of illness. However, antibodies were also identified in that dog, suggesting exposure. The German Shepherd tested presumptive positive at a private veterinary clinic, which then reported the results to state and federal officials. The confirmatory testing was conducted at NVCL and included collections of additional samples. There is currently no evidence that pets can be a source of COVID-19 infections in humans or that the virus causes serious diseases in dogs. If your dog is usually at home and doesn't contact other dogs or people and no one in your household has COVID-19, the odds that your dog would become infected is very minimum. If you are sick with COVID-19 symptoms, have someone else care for your dogs if possible and wash your hands thoroughly before and after contact. Now let us talk about cats. In early 2020, a cat in Minnesota tested positive. The cat had a temperature of 105 degrees and symptoms consistent with upper respiratory illness. These symptoms and the fact that its owner had tested positive for COVID-19 1 week earlier prompted the veterinarian to have the cat tested. A letter in the New England Journal of Medicine discussed a limited study of cats which showed it was possible for felines to transmit the virus to other cats. It calls for more study, including about the possibility of a cat to human transmission, as cats may be a silent intermediate host of the virus, because infected cats may not show any appreciable symptoms that might be recognized by their owners. The CDC says that based on the limited information available so far, the risk of pets spreading the coronavirus to people is low. They just spread love. Now, as the first case of COVID-19 was reported in New York, let me take you again to New York. Today I am taking you to the Empire State Building. This building till last decade was the tallest. So let me take you to the top floor. Come with me. Hope you liked the Empire State Building from inside and outside of New York. This Dharmat Vet is signing off today. Consider subscribing my channel, Dharmat Vet, if you found it informative and interesting, and please do not forget to press the bell icon to get notifications from the forthcoming videos from Dharmat Vet.